And we are back in the show. We're moving into Av3k versus bukster in just a moment. I'm Zoot and joined by Vu. This is the Quake World Championships second week top 16 European qualifiers. We've seen Tox qualify, we've just seen Garpy qualify, and it's going to be either Av3k or bukster up next.
Yeah, honestly, bukster. I haven't seen his name around that much.
So he's pretty decent. There's a bit of a story because it was on my bracket in the qualifier on Thursday.
Yeah.
And I played against ZSX, and I think some of the people who are watching now may have seen that as well. And it was a fun game. Then after, I was watching ZSX versus bukster, and bukster won. However, I was not happy with the performance that ZSX displayed during that period. And I feel like it gives a sort of false sense of comfort maybe to bukster right now. So it's, in essence, I feel that Av3k's going to win, but you know what?
Yeah, maybe
Bukster's
ZSX
got a chance. I'm salty, basically.
Yeah, maybe ZSX was so happy that he beat you that he was super excited for the match. It was a close match. Was it streamed?
Me and ZSX?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won that. Apparently, he was tired and hungry after, and I know he's a big boy. He needs feeding, but he.
But the match was streamed, so maybe ZSX was like super happy that he won that match. It was streamed, and he was all getting that adrenaline, and then the adrenaline dumped.
Yeah.
And he had to play bukster after, and then he just couldn't keep up his.
That honestly, that could be it, and I worry if that's the case. I hope that bukster gives us a good performance here, but you know what? I know a lot of people in chat are very aware of Av3k. He's a legend in the scene. In terms of finding his feet in the Quake Champions Duel, I think a lot of players are still doing that. They've been practicing hard. They're so talented at Quake through the hard work they've put in. But we'll see if bukster's one of those rising stars who can actually take a game from a top tier player.
Now, Av3k has already qualified for Sacrifice, and now he's going to try to qualify for the 1 versus 1 regional.
Yep, let's do it, guys. We are in game right now with Av3k and bukster. I'm on Av3k's point of view to begin with. He's got the Nyx to start with. I didn't actually go through the champion selection very well at all there. We've got Nyx, BJ, and Ranger picked by Av3k, and we've got Ranger, Nyx, and Scalebearer. So the difference really being the Scalebearer and the BJ. Yeah,
we're seeing a Scalebearer for the first time today, I think, and I think Scalebearer is a good option on this map because it's close hallways, and you can use that bull rush really effectively.
I do respect a player with a good Scalebearer as well. It's a champion that I really want to be good with. But it requires a lot of intelligence with the positioning and the timing of the use of your bull rush as well. It's
and it requires you to not play Anarchy, and that's always hard for me.
There's just no space left on my lineup. That's the issue. Well, these guys they're just feeling each other out a little bit. It seems.
Yeah, bukster hit a rail. Av3k had to back off because he was low, and now Av3k's waiting for this heavy.
A bit risky because he is railable himself. Is he going to try and go up to the armor being railable? He's trying to spam him out so he can't get an angle. That's intelligently done by Av3k.
Yeah, Ranger or bukster used his Dire Orb. I'm not too sure why he did, but the Dire Orb has a short cooldown, so he's gonna get it ready soon.
Now checking just to see what things look like down on the Mega. I wonder if bukster knew that. He wants to go in for the Mega Health. Actually, great rocket there. He's got the LG out on top of that. Dire Orb used aggressively, and he actually pushes himself onto the Mega somehow.
Wow. I thought I was aggressive, but man, using a Dire Orb in that situation after you've already lost so much health just because you want that Mega, that's just super aggressive.
Well, if he got the damage on top of that... I mean, I'm not saying it was a safe move by any stretch, but maybe there was a sort of... It didn't look like a 1%er, you know?
It's so low! 1 MG would surely kill her. 5 health for Nyx. And
I think
gets away in the...
I think he wanted to push in again to do some damage, but then he kind of forced himself away from that angle.
Yeah, I mean, Av3k definitely had to get out there. 5 health left. Now he's good again, except he doesn't have Ghost Bomb, so if bukster can put him some good rockets, then he can go for a kill, but no, Av3k managed to escape one more time.
Missing the damage. Now he's railable. Oh, that shotgun was actually perfect. I don't even know if bukster realized how perfect that was. That was... It's just amazing, because I think Av3k was 1 health over being railable beforehand, and the shotgun, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, does no damage at all, but it set up that shot.
Yeah, bukster up 1 champion. That's very surprising to me.
And I have played Av3k in a little bit of practice. Actually, I've kind of got a bit of experience between both of them. I felt that Av3k is playing very well in practice, to be honest. But he doesn't seem to be playing quite as aggressively right now. It looks as if he's really kind of growing into the series a bit. Mega's up, but Av3k's LG... Okay, maybe he is growing into the series a bit, because that was insane moving in like that.
That was such a close fight too, because I think Av3k escaped with like 23 health, 26 health. And yeah, he got the kill, and now it's tied 1-1. Oh no, lucky you missed the jump.
Are you going to give us football references again? Because that was almost
when
right
I
out.
said every disadvantage has its advantage, and this was just the case, just like that again. But yeah.
Oh my god. bukster with the rocket. That's a hard shot to hit. Fair play. The armor is still up, and he's going to go for it. But he gets the die roll. Amazing, Av3k.
Oh my god, that's crazy that he actually went for it. That's just typical Av3k though. He's so aggressive. Like, he did the same in Quake Live. He just goes aggressive with like a plasma gun back in the game, and now he uses a die roll for perfection. Oh my! The bull rush kill. Oh wow! What a round. What a round.
Did Av3k think that he moved to the staircase, kind of behind where where the hourglasses are?
That is brutal, man. I have no idea, but I cannot believe that he finished it off with a bull rush.
That was good. That was good. I hope it bodes well for what we're going to be seeing in this series. Nice, safe little move there by bukster. Dire orbing out, not getting any extra damage on him, and keeping most of that stack intact. Apart from when that rail hit.
Yeah, surprising, man. Bukster up 1 round.
No, that's good. That's very good. And that's one thing. I don't know if Av3k's got a lot of information or experience personally in playing bukster, which is something that can advantage. Wow, that was mad LG. Very, very nice.
Mad LG hitting every shot.
Yeah, bukster is going to want to rewind a little bit and take a step back. But as I was saying, this lack of information for Av3k could be one of the advantages for bukster. So hopefully for him, he can use that in his favor.
Both have the ghost walk. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, you wait until the other player uses it and then use it yourself. You know what would be cool if if Nyx could see Nyx in ghost walk? I mean, it's a different dimension, right?
Maybe they keep going into different dimensions to each other. Maybe it's not just one dimension. Sorry, missed that frag completely because we're talking about dimensions. But bukster does actually tie up the champion score a little bit.
Bukster was hit by a direct rocket though, so he was really low, but he managed to get a heavy afterwards at the melt, and now he's good. Go for a more aggressive move.
Well, Av3k hoping to maybe jump down and do a little bit extra damage there, but bukster didn't go out too far. Dual wheels to be done, but bukster's
great
rockets! Holy crap.
I think there's an award for that if you hit a rocket from that distance.
Sure.
Oh my god, once again, Av3k gets a die orb kill, and now we're back in the same situation as last round.
From that distance as well.
That's crazy. Av3k, man. Av3k so skilled with his die orb.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to say. That's
I'm lost
amazing.
for words, man. Av3k just both times he just goes in with his die orb and he gets the kill, and now I wonder if we're gonna see his bull rush again, and we do. And that's a kill. Yep, just like last round, except this time the bull rush didn't one shot Av3k. Just
it's like the introduction to the fight. He just started off there with the sort of the spicy factor, and then follows up with some nice damage. So I think Av3k's gonna have to give some level of respect to bukster because he's playing pretty well at the moment. Oh, what? Who got it just then? Oh, I think it was Nyx had it. Machine gun versus machine gun, but there is the rail for bukster, which is good extra damage. Is he going to go for the shot, though, on armor?
Yeah, Nyx was low there, man. But now he's good again. 75 health, 100 armor. Oh, that's some good shotgun damage. And now Ranger's got it back out.
Just the health bubble next to him.
That's a good die orb, actually. Because he uses his die orb to get to the health bubbles, and then there's 2 time shards anyway. So his die orb's only down for like 10 seconds. In fact, his die orb is about to be up.
Impressive. Good shot from Buckster. If he didn't hit that, then he would probably have to have a healthy sense of paranoia moving around the map. Because Av3k would be all over him just then. Definitely looking for another rail though. Av3k stacking up with that armor. Bukster holding tight, not taking any damage himself. I mean, he's not going to be too upset at how things are going right now.
He's up 2-0 against Av3k, so he's not too upset. But yeah, both players missing a bunch of reels right now. Nyx is harder to hit than is Ranger, but right when I said it, Bukster hits 2 reels and gets an impressive, and now Nyx on the back foot.
He didn't force the ghost walk though, because Av3k had that teleporter right next to him. So he's healthed up a little bit and he's kept that cooldown, which is very, very important for Av3k. Bukster's gonna feel like he's not quite able to be as aggressive as he wants to be.
Yeah, Av3k doesn't have a ghost walk, but yeah, Bukster's forced to move out of the situation. Now he's actually in trouble unless he gets a good nope trouble, and he got killed by Av3k there. Good move by Av3k, going aggressively, and Ranger was just he just wasn't in the right situation. Just wasn't in the right room to play that defensive. Got killed by good rockets by Av3k.
Av3k's just sort of standing here for information right now.
No, I think Av3k is defending this rail. The rail is so powerful that Av3k just does not want Bukster to have it. Now Bukster needs to get out. So he's in trouble.
I think he heard that he used bounce pad during a ghost walk.
Yeah, so Av3k can definitely. This is a great move. Av3k will surely go for a kill here. He's so low, and Bukster's definitely going down. Av3k up 2 champions to none.
That was a great move.
Down to his last champion, Skill Bearer.
Well, traditionally we've seen effective use of Bull Rush with Bukster's Scale Bearer, so let's see if we can get any more. Oh, 2 massive rockets just then, and a 3rd direct. Av3k will go down. He'll lose a champion, but he'll take the round, and he will not think twice about that.
Prepare to fight.
Alright, that's a bit of a comeback coming in for Av3k. He was feeling, looking like he was feeling a bit down, and after the first 2 rounds with Bukster cleaned things up.
Fight.
But again, Bukster, in a way, what, he goes in again? It's
a solid move though, because yeah, I don't know, man. It's a solid move. It's risky, it's aggressive, but man, he manages it well.
Well, do you think then if he doesn't get the armor after that it's wasted, or are you generally just a fan of that?
I like aggressive moves like that, and thing is, like, if he hit that rail that he missed, then it would have been a great move, but he didn't hit it, so it didn't turn out to be as good as he had hoped for. But it's just a risky move, and it's the start of the game. Anything could happen.
And it's kind of gone back to, it's as if, you know, we're still at 0-0 once more. They've managed to get their weapons now. They've got some items respectively. Bukster's pretty weak just then. He takes the armor, but he's lost all of it.
Yeah, that was a risky move because he had no idea Av3k was. Is it Av3k or Av3k? I'm not sure. I think it was Av3k, right?
I say Av3k.
I'll say Av3k from now on.
You can say Av3k if you want.
Yeah, no, he wasn't sure that Av3k. He wasn't sure that Av3k was at the railgun waiting for him, and he used that die orb and rocket to rail, and Ranger was certainly low. An aggressive ghost walk. I like.
Oh
it.
no!
This is the jump. Oh my.
They're so easy for that to happen as well. It's actually a harder jump than it looks like to pull off, and it sounds like these guys need to practice it a bit more. It's
such an easy jump. I mean, you just press jump twice. I don't know how you can miss it, but hey, I don't play Nyx, so what do I know?
Av3k cleaning up nicely. That getting a frag just before the mega spawns. Kind of questionable as to why Bukster was there for so long. But we've got Nyx versus Nyx.
Bukster tried to get his die rope in position again to get that mega, but he was too late and was killed before he would have. And he misses the jump. And both these players just missing heavy jumps. I played Quake 2, so I know a thing or two about double jumping. And double jump with Nyx is a little bit different than in Quake 2, but it's definitely cool that we have that back.
Yeah. Oh, this is a nice chase. I love that little move from Av3k.
Yeah, that's great. Bukster's surely going down. Surely going down, and now Av3k is in good position here to tie up this series.
But Bukster's got to relax a little bit. He's got 1 champion left, and you might feel like this round is over already, but I still think he should put his heart into this one. He gets the armor as well. There's no ghost walk, so he can rush. He's gonna go for it.
I knew that was gonna happen, and Av3k just yeah, wasn't ready for it. The bull rush, you can't do anything. because the bull rush goes through a teleporter. If you bull rush a teleporter, then
Oh my god, he comes up with the nail gun as well. That's so bad. And of course, because Scalebearer is such a sort of big champion as well, that hitting those nails is a little easier than going against Anarchy or something like that.
I think a nail gun is a great counter to the big champions because they're so big and they do the damage is so high. Once you're in close combat with a nail gun, especially as BJ with the dual wield, damage throughput is just insane.
Next is on that. Gonna get out, taking, I don't know, 28 damage there. So I know my 7 times table.
I think bukster missed that die rope to the heavy armor, so he opted not to go for it. He shot his die rope just a little bit too low.
Yeah, we're not getting quite the same aggression. I feel like he's playing a bit more reserved now that.
And it's set point. Whoever wins this round wins the first map, so it's a big round.
He wants to push in and try to get that die rope up there. He's going to make it happen and get some damage, but he does not get the rail follow-up. He does have a good idea of where Av3k is, but he's not going to be able to push through a choke point. Rail fired by Av3k. He tries to get the other angle, but is not going to find it. Is he going to go aggressive on this one? He is. I think he's ghost walked as well. bukster is in a massive amount of trouble.
Wow, what a great move by Av3k. He hits 2 rails, goes into ghost walk, goes aggressive, and then there's nothing bukster could have done there. Now it's Nyx versus Nyx.
And of course he used, bukster used his ranger's die orb to get the armor beforehand, so that would have been up. 2 rails for Av3k. Bukster's
Av3k's on fire.
sweating.
He's not missing anything. bukster thought he was in a good place. He was up 2 rounds to none. Now it's two rounds all, and Av3k is up a champion, and Av3k must be feeling pretty comfortable right now.
Do you think
He's mistimed this though, so this is could be big, but he's hitting a huge rocket onto bukster, and bukster has to use his ghost wall.
Bukster would love to get onto that armor, but I don't know if he can justify it just yet. Do you think Av3k's balls are big enough that he's just hustling bukster at the beginning, or?
No, this is dangerous, man. This is dangerous. bukster down.
He makes it work.
It's the game of comebacks, man. It's the day of comebacks. Garpy made a huge comeback onto Ints, and now Av3k's doing the same thing.
And it does not look like he's relenting whatsoever. Just the scale bearer to go. It's definitely caused him some trouble in this map. But he's getting good damage. He's gonna go over the bull rush. Can he find him? He just hits the wall.
Oh my! Wow, Av3k wins the first map. It's crazy. He was down 2 to none.
I'll say I was not expecting it after the first 2 rounds. Even though one of the rounds was pretty close, I kind of felt like Av3k looked way out of his depth. But very nice return to form there for the pole.
Yeah, maybe he was underestimating bukster a little bit. He thought, oh, I can take him easily. I'll just mess around a little bit. But after being down 2 rounds, he got his game back together and wins the next 3. Good game by Av3k.
Really, really solid. We're going to find out. It looks like bukster picked Corrupted Keep, by the way, as his next map. So we'll get that one very, very shortly. We'll see. I think Av3k is another player that people would be surprised not to see getting to the regional finals as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. He qualified for the sacrifice tournament, and he's gonna want to qualify for the one as well. And I do not doubt seeing.
He's playing with Too Good, right? And
playing with Too Good,
Cypher and Chrysler?
And Chrysler,
yeah, that's it.
And Deuce. I'm not quite sure
so
if they're actually.
Deuce and Av3k are kind of here and there, but I've heard that Deuce doesn't have the same availability. So I think Av3k's taken priority on that spot.
That's a solid team, though, man. Chrysler, the TDM Quake Live legend. I think he's won a few Quake cons. Too Good, also very good TDM player. Then you have Av3k and Cypher, the duelers. I think that's a very solid contender for the regional sacrifice qualifiers.
Definitely going to be a hard one to take down. We're watching the champion selection right now. Av3k's going to go with the scale bearer of the BGN Nyx. So we got 2 scale bearers, Nyx and a ranger there. That's what bukster's rocking.
Scale bearer versus scale bearer. Finally seeing him a little bit more. It's always exciting to see. We haven't seen Zorlak yet.
Does that upset you?
I like her, man.
Yeah?
She's a cool character. I like her spit. Her spit is actually super powerful, man. I think you can do either 125 or 150 damage in total.
And then of course you got that damage over time that's after as well, which can be absolutely crazy damage.
The thing is, Zorlak is a little bit easy to hit, just like Skill Bearer and just like Clutch. So
but cutting off those choke points, I mean, with the acid spitters, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But
I find it super tricky to play against as Anarchy.
Yeah, well, against Anarchy, it's a good counter because both have bunny hopping, and Zorlak has so much health and armor. Anyway, no Zorlak in this round, so
we have got,
away, Zoot.
as I mentioned, with 2 scale bears, that's a really enjoyable matchup to watch. So I hope we get that at some point. But we're going into map 2. Av3k is a map up, and he's going to be selecting Nyx first versus bukster's Ranger, who narrowly avoids taking some rocket damage just then. But it'll be Av3k getting himself on the mega side of the map.
Yeah, aggressive move by bukster there, shooting some rockets to the heavy, to the mega. I didn't expect that. I thought most players tend to go for the heavy instantly, but bukster just wanted to get a timing feel on the mega. Now Av3k already uses go. Well, this is dangerous for Av3k. He uses Ghost Walk, and bukster knew exactly where Av3k was going to be. bukster knew that Av3k was hurt and that Av3k wanted help. Av3k just stayed at the health bubbles, and yeah, bukster anticipated very well there.
He's going against BJ. Bukster's a little bit late to get himself on that armor. I don't know if he knows exactly where he is. He's going to spot him. Is that dual wheel going to come out? He's pushed him off quite far, and the dual wheel will come out, but he's trying to hold on to this, which is maybe a little bit naive in a way.
Changes anything.
Wow, that was some great aim by Av3k. The dual wield used to perfection there. Bukster trying to go for the kill, but was unable to because of the dual wield.
6 health left as well. And that armor's up. That is going to be a hell of a lot of resources for Av3k, who I'm just going to switch over to now, actually, as he's got that
yeah, he's got his dual wield back, so rush in, go for the kill. Does bukster have the Ghost Walk? I'm not too sure.
I think he used it quite recently.
Yeah. Oh, good rocket there.
Yeah, bukster, I think he's going to play time to get that item up again. 5 seconds now until the armor. Could be enough time for Av3k to come in for some last second damage. He's going under the rockets. Tiny bit of damage.
Dual wield rocket launcher. I love seeing that, man.
Just
Dual wield rocket launcher.
Sadly for Av3k, he wasn't able to get the full effect that he wanted just then, so he's going to wait a while. And now Ghost Walk for Bukster's going to be up, and there's no dual wield. So this actually could eventually be a really good time for Bukster to make an attack.
Yeah, waiting for this mega, but bukster ran away, and he wants to get a safe position on his heavy, but the timing is off. Av3k gets it and kills bukster. A little bit off with his timing, I think. He should have pushed the mega more, delayed Av3k getting to the heavy a little bit more, so that he could have a free route to the heavy. But
so rockets on the choke point, something along those lines to slow Av3k down. I don't think he was expecting Av3k to even go for it with the timing difference. Rockets from Av3k.
Oh, and now Skill Bear is in big trouble because, yeah, he's easy to. Actually, he managed to escape quite well, but now bukster doesn't have any health, or he has very little health, and Av3k is stacked to the brim. Av3k has his dual wield ready.
He's got no ammo. Look at his ammo. Just shotgun.
Dual wield. No dual wield. There we go. He didn't even need it.
Absolutely fine for Av3k. Ammo does not matter sometimes. He's going to just switch weapon. And the super shotgun is really effective as well. If you can get to sort of close-ish mid-range, can do so much damage with that weapon.
Yeah. Super powerful there in that close range. You get what was it, like what in one of the earlier matches we saw like a 130 damage shotgun.
Yeah, something insane along those lines. And it's pretty difficult to hit those shots unless you can get into those right positions or use an ability in a way that maneuvers you correctly.
Oh yeah, super shotgun in close ranges could definitely be risky, especially if you're up against a rocket launcher that always does like sustained damage. But bukster, man, he's in a little bit of a tough spot here because he's trapped, but he has his die rope ready, and he
does. I thought he was going to fake it somehow, but
I thought he was going to fake it, but yeah, Av3k didn't fall for it. And now bukster aggressively pushing into the mega, but I don't think that's a great idea because he didn't get it, and now actually it wasn't too bad.
He's got no health though, and he's going to try to find some bubbles. He found the 2 in the nail gun room, and he found the small armor as well, but he's still kind of weak. He's missing about 75 health / armor off his cap. But most important thing is staying alive, which is successfully done.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go either kill or get killed, but yeah, both ended up surviving.
Ow! Oh my god! Oh, that stack is gone!
That's about 100 damage done by the super nail gun from distance. It's just 3 damage right there, and now Av3k has full control of this map. He's got mega, he's got heavy. Bukster has very little health, and Av3k should just ghost walk in and go for the kill.
Why do you think he's not doing that? Is there a dire orb he's afraid of?
He might not realize that bukster is so low. Bukster's still out there collecting health.
10 seconds until the armor's up. Mega's going to be up in a moment. Av3k, I feel it might be an overly passive move to make. He just dodges that with the Ghost Walk. He's going to go in to do some damage. There is the dire orb, and that is going to allow bukster to escape. That's very well used ability, I think.
Yeah, because he escaped right to the health packs, so that's a great move by Ranger there. The Ranger is so dynamic that he can use his dire orb both offensively and defensively. A double kill. I think Ranger. Yeah, I think Ranger got the better of that because Av3k was in trouble there. Or, yeah. Oh my God.
The pop rocket there and the air rocket to follow up for bukster is going to give him an advantage. He is going versus Scale Bearer. He's got the armor, but brilliant shot. And I think Av3k just wasn't really expecting that level of damage to come out. I was
so close.
So worried for a moment.
Yeah, bukster almost got bull rush there, but he went into his ghost walk right at the right time.
And Av3k just about evading bukster for a moment. Yeah, just jumping the correct way. Mega has just been taken though by bukster. He's done some good damage. He's got the LG coming out, but the rocket is going to give bukster a tying round here, 1-1. And remember, if Av3k wins this map, he is through to the regionals, and bukster is relegated back to the beginning of the next qualifier.
2, 1.
Yeah, all or nothing,
Round
really.
3, fight.
Av3k getting the mega spawn, bukster getting the heavy spawn, and they're probably going to meet up at this rocket. Yep. Ghost walk is used. Oh, he tried to teleport him. That's so cheeky, but he didn't manage to. But then surely he's going to go for a kill. Oh, he missed that last rocket. Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, if those rockets were a bit better, he was hitting around the sort of 30-40 damage mark. If he could get something, units closer, he may have even seen himself get the kill there, but it will be Av3k with a very early advantage. No Ghost Walk, but I don't know if Bukster's going to play that aggressively just yet.
Yeah, I doubt it. Bukster is content with going for this heavy. Biding his time. He still doesn't have an LG, and you definitely need an LG on this map.
Whoa, massive, massive shot. Is there a way he can be aggressive? He is so low there, you know, even those 25s, it only filled up the one container, or the two containers, sorry.
Yeah, but now Av3k managed to, yeah, wow. Aggressive move by bukster there.
I think he might have used his Ghost Walk aggressively.
Yeah, I think so too. They're both on cooldown.
But there's hourglasses picked up by Av3k. There's some more hourglasses up at the top that I'm sure Av3k is eyeing up and wants that advantage soon. But he can hear bukster above. He's found him. Oh no, he can't quite get on them, and there's still 10 seconds to go. It's going to be bukster who'll have Ghost Walk up first, and he's just landed a massive rocket. Time to get the damage, but he's got Ghost Walk up.
12 health, escape. No, just a little bit too early on the mega. Bukster almost had mega, and now they're going to split items, I think, unless bukster goes in aggressively. And he does.
Wow, what a shot there by Av3k, just zoning him out. Ghost Walk being used. He's seen the cloud of smoke. Can he cut him off somewhere? He's not being chased directly, but he's not found bukster and his, well, end destination.
Yeah, that was a risky move there by bukster, and it backfired a little bit because Av3k ended up getting the heavy, and bukster ended up having to use Ghost Walk and almost dying, so I think Av3k got the better of that exchange. Now definitely Av3k has the mega health, can defend his heavy. Oh, man, bukster hitting some good rockets there.
Yeah, really solid rockets. Av3k has got Ghost Walk up again. He's just found him. Rocket's going to be a little bit late. Teleporter to be used, but he's going to Ghost Walk and land frags at the same time.
Why not?
That's it. And Scale Bearer. Again, I really enjoyed watching bukster Scale Bearer. Let's see if he can, what kind of effect he can get on it on this occasion. We almost saw a good frag from him last time round. What? Really aggressive there. Bull Rush coming out. 31 health. And he's not going to stick around. I can't see bukster's health bar.
I think, oh my. I
he
think
had
it was
1 health, I think.
I think it was at 1 health, yeah. I think Av3k ended up getting that mega.
Prepare to fight.
Yeah, that kind of saved him. Was risky, but worked out nicely for him.
Yeah, it was risky, but he was up 2 champions, so
3, 2, 1.
choose to be a little bit more aggressively at that point.
Now, on Av3k here.
Av3k has match point.
He's got a
They're
chance.
meeting up, and they're meeting up in a rocket once again, and now I think bukster's gonna die here. Yep.
Shadows.
He did
Av3k,
so little damage then.
Yeah, Av3k did a lot of damage. Bukster did not do any damage, and being caught out in an open area trying to get the 2 health bubbles is a big mistake there by Bukster, and Av3k reaps the benefits.
The items are up at the same time. I wonder what Av3k... It looks like he's leaning towards the armor. He'll have a good idea of what Bukster's up to, and wow, that was a little... Not the full 100, but 61 damage versus another Nyx. He'd be very happy with that.
Yeah, it's always nice to hear a big fat clunk while you don't even see your opponent.
It's like walking away from explosions, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Av3k taking it easy. He's always feels it's a matter of time. Okay, maybe not taking it easy. He's going in aggressively. He's seen the Mega being picked up. And he's just going to back off. 0 effect done from that. Which might give an edge to Bukster, actually, if he heard that the Ghost Walk was used. It's definitely time to think about making an aggressive move, but this is great collections of the Hourglasses for Av3k.
Someone went in this.
There it
Bukster went aggressive move there by Bukster. Oh, he just missed that rocket. Shot the rocket into the wall.
Whoa, 12 health left, though. Mega's going to be up.
He's got the Ghost Walk, though, so he's not doing too poorly. There's health everywhere here, so... Wow, that's so aggressive. I believe he even tries to challenge for this item. Yeah, that's...
Wow, well guessed.
Av3k was a little bit too cheeky there, because he was not in a position to challenge the heavy armor at all.
There's no Ghost Walk at all for Nyx at the moment. Can you get the rockets to do anything? He gets the machine gun out and works. I think,
Bukster was
Av3k
super low.
Yeah.
He just picked up 2 health bubbles and he's...
Ah!
Isn't that scary as a charging skill bearer, especially when you're that low?
Terrifying, but Bukster, he did well there. He's managed to tie up the rounds. We had it go 3-2 to Av3k in the last map. Which way is it going to go around on this occasion? And honestly, the dodging there to get out of the way of Bull Rush is also harder than it looks, in my opinion.
Yeah, man, it's so scary when you have a charging skill bearer. Usually what I do, I just rocket jump. But then you self-inflict a little bit of damage, and what Bukster did there was quite nice. Now it's set point, or match point, depending on which point of view you look at. If Bukster wins this round, we're going to go to a 3rd map. If Av3k wins this round, we're going to go game over.
That was amazing timing on the die roll from Bukster.
I know, that was quite sick. But there's still 8 seconds left for the next set of items, so Bukster doing well here to collect some 25 HP bubbles.
Yeah. I like that he didn't go aggressive to the rockets like we've seen in many rounds. No way!
Oh! Direct rocket into the void. That's brutal. Oh man, he must be devastated.
Yeah, I would be gutted after that. That sets you back so far. Fortunately, it's Nyx versus Nyx, and one champion that counters Nyx quite well is Nyx. So maybe Bukster can do something here. The Ghost Walk was used fairly early by Bukster. I think he was trying to just reposition himself around the map a little bit.
I'm not sure if that was... In order for Ghost Walk to be super effective, I think a rocket launcher is always a good weapon. You can sneak up behind someone, use a rocket, and then hopefully hope for a good bounce and go in for the kill, but...
Bukster's playing on the back foot at the moment. All these items taken by Av3k.
He must be devastated. That was he just picked up the heavy, so he was stacked, man. He was 75 health, 125 armor.
I mean, if it happens on any other round, when it's like the first round of a map, it's like, okay, you can kind of laugh it off. But this is such an important round for Bukster. He needs to have maximum focus. Massive rocket by Av3k. Ghost Walk used. Armor taken by the Pollen. He's going to use his Ghost Walk after, just in case there was an aggressive thought in Bukster's mind.
With 22 health, you can't really be that aggressive. But maybe Av3k wasn't aware of how low Bukster actually was.
It's like a healthy sense of paranoia, I feel it can be. And if you're going for a sort of, you're going for the, I don't know, into the dimension to do the Nyx frag or something like that, that's a bit risky. Nyx is such a small character, it's too difficult to do. And the rocket's flying in there. Bukster goes down.
Bukster has mistimed the heavy quite a few times now, and it's cost him dearly. And yeah, surely his best hope is to get out of this tough situation by bull rushing, and he managed to do so quite well.
Nyx is far outstacking Scalebearer at the moment, which is always something to be worried about. I think that health might have tipped it over the edge back into Bukster's favor, but you haven't got your bull rush. There's a big difference between the Mega and the armor.
Yeah, it's up in 10 seconds, but yeah, Nyx has got the timings down, that's for sure. Uh-oh, this is dangerous.
Oh!
Oh my, he knew. That was good play there by bukster. He knew that Nick's popped his...
Oh god, he's gonna hit him, but he's gonna get the
no.
frag for Av3k. He tried desperately. Yeah, he just took so much damage before the Mega was up.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be a kill, but Nick's evaded the bull rush well. Bukster saying that's weird, but no, I think Av3k was just that stacked that the bull rush wasn't a one kill. Because some people think that bull rush kills you instantly. It doesn't. Faster skill bearer moves and he touches you, you take damage. So take a lot of damage when bull rush is charging because he's going so fast, but it's definitely not guaranteed to be a one-shot kill.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely it. And you kind of assume it when it's a small champion that, oh, I'm just gonna make mincemeat of him immediately, but no, definitely not. Av3k was too good on the items recently. We've got a really interesting game up next, Vu.
Hell versus Sturmy. That is interesting.
What are your thoughts on this next game?
Yeah, Hell being my teammate, and Sturmy being, and I played Sturmy so many times in Painkiller 12 years ago, and we almost always had close games. It's always very closely contested, and yeah, this is definitely a match I've been looking forward to since Thursday night.
Yeah, Hell played against Cooler last week, where unfortunately he wasn't able to qualify. Getting to the round of 16 twice in a row, though. Good news for him.
That's good news for him, because it definitely means that he's up there. Going down against Cooler, not a big shame, because Cooler is quite the legend in Quake. So Hell gets another shot, this time Sturmy. Sturmy losing last week to Cypher. Also not a shame losing to Cypher.
That's true. Was it Cypher? Are you or am I wrong?
No.
I thought Inz was to Cypher.
Yeah, but both. Sturmy never made it to the round of 16.
Oh, of course. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, so Sturmy was unseeded. I think they played each other in the fourth or the third round, just like how I played Faz in the third round.
Ah, yes. All right. No, that makes sense.
And how an unseeded player such as yourself came to the round of 16.
If you were a gambling man, where would you put your money?
If I were a gambling man, probably Sturmy is a safe bet here. But yeah, Hell. I've played Hell a few times. Games are always close. Plays a kind of a similar game to Sturmy. They're both very rail heavy. They like to peek their shots. And
Hell's got a good rail game generally, but Sturmy's quite a heavy aimer, as you say. So, do you think it's going to be a bit of a clash of a similar style? Actually, you said one thing to me not too long ago that you feel. I asked you about how emotional a player Garpy is.
Yeah.
And you said not so much, but Hell, different story.
Different story. Hell, I think that's very emotional during a match. He gets. He should be a little bit more positive when he's playing, because if things don't go his way, he tends to close down a little. He tends to. I don't know. He tends to underperform when he's not doing. When he's just not in the zone. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He just a little bit too negative when he much critique on himself.
Do you find that when you're playing Sacrifice with him that sometimes you have to cheer him up a little bit, or is he quite kind of straight-faced when he's playing in the team modes?
He's pretty straight-faced. That's also because we never lose. So no, I wish that were true. But no, he's just he's just an emotional player. Some players are just they're stone-faced. They don't care, and some players get emotional. They care too much.
Yeah.
Or want to win.
No, that's true. And to be honest, in the terms of the sort of duel phase of things, it's been a long time since Hell's been active from the competitive scene, so maybe he's just kind of get himself into that system again, that competitive mindset. And it's different. If you got in a team mode, you kind of got your other... Any stress you're getting, you can kind of divide between your teammates, whereas in duel, it's all on you. So maybe it's a bit of that. It's a bit of just... managing the pressure in a way. I feel like I'm being really condescending towards him, and I'm not really meaning to come out that way. But
oh no, definitely not. No, but emotional players are definitely a thing. I mean, duel is just it's nerve-wracking, man. It's all eyes are on you. It's just you versus your opponent. Make one mistake, and you die. Especially in Quake Champions, where a little tiny mistake can have big impact on the entire outcome of the game.
I'm thinking, by the way, that we can just jump straight into this game. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I'm excited for this round, man.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this game all weekend, actually, or it's actually since Thursday, basically. I know again, we've got to be professional because we both kind of have an invested interest, more so you than me, but in Hell performing well. But we'll see. We'll be I think we did well in the Garpy versus Inns game. I think we're very even there. I think, and to be honest, I was actually quite impressed with our performance. But we'll see. I've done some work with Sturmy in the past. I've got to say, we've talked a lot about Hell, but Sturmy still competing after all these years, all these projects that he gets involved with in the esports community. It's great to see that he's still able to play at a high level after all the time he's put into the game.
He's in. Sturmy is in one of the best sacrifice teams, and these guys are very likely going to compete against each other in the sacrifice terms as well. So. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see this round, man.
It looks like we've got a minute while the Russia stream's just sorting themselves out. But a question about top players and teams. Who are the people to watch out for in Duel overall, do you think?
Wow, there's just... the list is just too long because the game is new. There's a lot of talent from older Quakes, and there's a lot of new talent coming in, maybe from Overwatch, from Unreal Tournament. You know, a lot of players are trying this game out. So I think the list is too long to mention here. But there's always, you have your regular names like Toxic, Cooler, Rafa, The Hank, Cypher. Those are like...
household names now.
Household Quake names that have been around for years, man. I think Toxic has been in top TDM teams back in the early 2000s. Being a Quake 4 champion. Cooler has been a long-time champion. All these, and Rafa doing so well. Quake Live. And then you have The Hang, who we haven't seen much, but I'm excited to watch him today.
Yep, that'll be later on after the European Games.
Yeah.
I find it strange that we're not seeing that much Evil at the moment.
That is true. I missed that name, but he's done super well in the last 5 years, I think, in Quake Live. And I think he played Sacrifice. He was unable to qualify, but yeah, I definitely hope to see him next week.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very surprised not to see him much in the dual qualifiers. Yeah, but hopefully he's gonna focus. We have got the champion picks right now between Hell and Sturmy. We've got Hell picking the Nyx, then Sturmy picking Nyx and Ranger. Hell going to mirror that pick completely. Is it going to be full mirror? I think Hell might be thinking...
It's either Visor or Skill Bearer for Sturmy. That's surprising. So, almost a mirror. Ranger and Nyx being the champions that Hell is most comfortable on. I think Hell plays both champions in our lineup as well. He used to play Nyx, now he plays Ranger. Whereas Sturmy plays Nyx in his Sacrifice team. So Sturmy and Hell definitely both very comfortable on Nyx.
Do you think we'll get a chance to see Hell pulling out the slash at some point today, or do you think he's tucked that away?
I think he tucked it away because he played against Cooler and wasn't super effective on it, and I just think slash is just not too great on the champion. It feels just a little bit weaker than most.
Oh, fair enough. Well, looks like these guys are getting started. Those jitters for the players will begin as well, because this game does mean a lot. Qualifying to the regionals to be part of that $1 million prize pool of the Quake World Championships. Going to be played at QuakeCon Dallas, of course. Let's get going. I am on Hell to begin with. He is going to be Ranger and immediately take some damage.
I'm super surprised to see Sturmy picking Skill Bearer.
That's the starter, actually. That's a good point. I
thought Sturmy was going to play Nyx for sure because he plays Nyx in his lineup in Sacrifice, and I guess he practiced this map a lot, and he thought that Skill Bearer would be a good start here.
Fortunately for Hell, it's not too difficult to hear the thundering footsteps of Scale Bearer as he walks around or jumps around the map. Rail for rail, not really going to suit Hell very well, as I'm hating the fact that his name just rhymes with too many words, but he's not able to really engage in any combat.
Yeah, close combat against Skill Bearer, you're in big trouble, because look at his health pool, man. It is huge. It is 200 health and maximum armor, so Sturmy is stacked to the brim. Hell, not so much. He needs a light armor here and there.
He sees that small arm and is like, can I get it? Is it safe? Ah!
That doesn't help either.
Don't panic, Hell. It's all fine.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Hell, did he miss that rail? I think he did.
He missed the rail, yeah, but he got rocket and a rail now.
He
Trying
needs to get
some
out.
damage. Oh, he's gonna have to duck a little bit. Find some health.
He must have thought skill bearer was lower than he was, but hitting a one rail against a fully stacked skill bearer does not imply that you should go fully aggressive.
For sure. And that health bubble on the stairs, that we always see people jump past it for some reason. I think people just forget there's extra health on the side. Oh, that was nice.
There's some good rockets. Hell needs to watch out though. He's got 4 rockets left, and
I think he was trying to play it so that he had the die roll go through him, but he didn't quite time the attack with it well.
That was what I just mentioned earlier. Hell got charged by a skill bearer, but that does not mean you're gonna get killed instantly. Like, it was a high-speed move, but he took a lot of damage, but it wasn't a kill. And now Hell wants to contest his mega, but I'm not sure if that's the right move, because skill bearer is rushing in. Oh my god. Great rill there by Hell. Very good move.
Full combo as well. A couple of rockets just to lead up to that moment. Sturmy did have a chance to land a rail himself and could have got the kill, but just wasn't quite as accurate as Hell was.
What I just realized is that Hell does not have an LG. He's been in this round for 2.5 minutes and he still hasn't picked up an LG.
He's very much floating. He was at least floating around the rocket side of the map an awful lot. He spent a bit of the time up at the top, I think. Trying to hit some rails. Sturmy is going to land a couple of shots, and Hell's going to be careful where he decides to walk.
He already picked up his health.
There's the blood pool, of course. This little blood pool. Any blood pool you see heals you by 5 health per tick, if you want to call it that way.
85 health. He's still railable. I think Sturmy zooms a lot, so he needs to watch out. Good rocket there.
His rockets have been great so far, actually.
Yeah, man, oh, he's mistimed this. He needs to get out, man. He's got 5 health. He doesn't want to be here. He also still doesn't have an LG.
He's just wondering where the hell is he meant to run at the moment. He's so tremendously weak.
Where the hell is Hell supposed to run? That's a great question. Uh-oh. Yeah.
No, not there. That was not the correct place.
Battle could be going better.
Walks right into Sturmy, and he's going to be able to tie things up. Whoa, okay. Hell just running straight past, trying to look for a little bit of damage. He will know now that that's been used. The Ghost Walk, that is. Oh, the sidestep there from Sturmy. Is Hell going to be able to escape just about?
This is the real. It was a good move by Hell there. He waited until Nyx and Sturmy used his Ghost Walk. Then Hell popped his second later, but then misses the rail.
Well, all of a sudden, and there's no Ghost Walk for Sturmy. He's got the 2 hourglasses, which are going to help quite a lot, but he does not want to give angles to the Brit for now.
Railed again. Oh, wow.
What?
I think Hell has hit 4 rails in a row. That's a great aim by Hell there.
That last rail as well, and the Ghost Walk had just come up as well. Sturmy would have just assumed that there's no possible way that he's able to hit that shot on him. That is a testament to the awesome aim we're seeing from Hell right now.
Yeah, he's hitting some good shots, man, and definitely caused him to be up in this round. But 30 seconds left. I think Hell's feeling the pressure. Sturmy's stacked. He's got 120 health, 120 armor. Does Hell have his Ghost Walk? That would be a great. He doesn't. That would be a great time to have it, though.
Couple of hourglasses here. He can't pick up too many of them. He wants to get out. 4 seconds left until it's up. Is he going to be able to escape from this? He's trying to dodge the rails.
Use it. Go. Uh-oh. This is risky. I think Hell's got this. Yeah, he's got this. Wow, that was super close. Running the clock excellently by Hell.
You know what? I'm going to be a professional. I was not even looking at the clock. I was just observing the fight and how close it was going between the two. Sturmy was all over him.
And you need a third eye just to look at.
I do, definitely.
Game here, 'cause you need to look at your health. You need to look at your cooldown ability, your ammo, timer. So
monitoring all these factors.
To look at. Wow, that's such a close round, and now round number 2. Again, Ranger versus Killbearer.
So I wonder if Sturmy's going to kind of persistently pick Scalebearer first. He was doing okay with it at the beginning of the first round, but it was when we saw that combo from Hell that completely disabled Sturmy.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah, every time Scalebearer picks up that mega, he gets almost hit with a direct rocket. Doesn't Really helped that Hell missed his jump there. Hell tried to jump to the shotgun, but he got stuck into a wall. And he fell to the ground.
I wonder if he's going to go for the LG a little sooner than he did last time.
Did he even use it? I don't remember. Still just doesn't care to get a... he's very content with just using rockets.
He's been so effective with these weapons. It feels fine. Although, you know, typically when you're going up against one of the heavier champions, you kind of expect LG to be good for the great rockets. Once again, Sturmy's really getting his butt kicked by Hell's rockets.
Yep. And Sturmy did a nice move there. He went full charging mode into the teleporter, but I think Hell heard it, so he wasn't too sneaky.
Hell's rollable, so he doesn't want to hang around. No point in him risking his life at the moment, even if he feels like he can outrail Sturmy. It's strange saying that, because Sturmy
right, there's
is
very few
phenomenally
players
with
who can say, I can outrail Sturmy, because Sturmy's real aim is just on point.
Yeah.
I was going to do the same thing. Charge into the teleport, Hell knows it, and yeah, he just managed to pick up the heavy just in time.
Hell's got to be very careful of his ammunition. He's pretty low on rockets, and very low on rail.
And he doesn't have an LG.
Impressive.
That's one. Oh, missing the second. He's only got one rail left. He's going to hold on for just a moment and try to get out. Teleporter's going to potentially be used? No, not yet.
Hell doesn't have real ammo. I'm not sure if he's aware of that. Sturmy's gonna...
No, he now is. Now's the way.
I thought he was gonna miss a rocket jump. Direct rocket, very nice, but... Did Hell switch to the railgun there?
He tried to, yeah.
Okay.
It clicked out and he's been made aware. Fortunately for him, it wasn't at one of those really pivotal points.
Maybe Hell's never played this map, because he still hasn't picked up an LG. I just don't get it. An LG against Skillbearer, man. Skillbearer is a big target.
It's over 2.5 minutes now. It is getting kind of stupid that he's not gone for that weapon.
Maybe he doesn't have it bound or something. I don't know.
Surely. The rockets again? Holy crap, how much damage he does with it! Get the rail! He's not going to go for the shot. He's going to teleport out. Oh, whoa.
He realized he didn't have it.
Does he know,
Does
he know how to use it in Sacrifice?
I don't know, man. I'm always running around in Sacrifice, so I can't see what other players are doing. But yeah, he finally picked up an LG. That would have been a great situation to have an LG. Oh, this is a good move. But Sturmy knows it.
What a counter.
That's such a good counter. Sturmy just either heard him or... yeah, I don't know.
Whee! That was a... While the rocket on top of that has got follows up. That bull rush has been used already. He's going to get himself back up to 100 health, so he's not railable. 3.5 minutes on this champion versus champion encounter. Oh, the zoom rail!
He had 83 health, and that was zoomed rail.
And you mentioned that earlier on, that Sturmy likes to do that?
Yeah, he switches to rail and just zooms. He doesn't really care what distance he's at. Now, Hell's in trouble here. Yeah, good move.
That was
stole this heavy.
Fortunate.
He still needs some health, but uh-oh, he zoomed in and he didn't see Skillbearer there.
Again, the zoom rail!
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Back to Visor. 1 minute. What do you think, Zoot? Is Sturmy gonna tie it?
I'd love to see it, but sadly I don't think it's going to be possible. Yeah, we're just getting rails everywhere from Sturmy, and he's hitting some very important shots.
Impressive.
There you go.
Unreal play from Sturmy. I actually regret not going over to Sturmy's point of view to watch those final moments, because that was excellently played from him. I'll go over to his point of view now.
Round
yeah, that's 1-1 in rounds.
3, 2, 1. Round
Very close though. I mean, it kind of just boiled over after about 3.5 minutes. Just as it started off of those zoom rails when Hell was on Ranger.
Hell knows that Sturmy wants a railgun. And now Hell thinks that, oh, Sturmy hasn't come yet, so he must be somewhere else, but Sturmy just waited his time. Now they have now Sturmy has a railgun.
Safe and sound.
Sneaking around the map are both players. Good rocket. He can opt to go aggressive here. He has the rockets. He's got the health and armor. Skullbearer is a big target. Uh-oh. Rocket jump? Yeah. Oh, wow. Good move.
Whoa, did he die rolled up to the armor as well?
Yeah, he rocket jumped to get out of the charge, and then he dive up to the armor.
Really nice.
Quick thinking there by Hell.
He's hitting a rail. This is tough work now for Sturmy. One more rail and he's critically wounded.
Yeah. Oh, Hell is... I've never seen that. I've seen it in Quake Live, not in Quake Champions, where you just shoot yourself to get some health bubbles, because I think the health bubble spawn time is 15 seconds, so it's not as effective as a move as it used to be Quake Live, where it was
30,
longer, I think. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the
25,
health
sorry.
bubble. Yeah, Mega Health is 35, but the health bubbles, I'm not sure.
So 25,
Yeah.
I meant. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
In
might be
Quake
wrong.
Champions, the 25 HP bubbles spawn every 15 seconds, so denying those for your opponent is not as effective as it used to be.
But it's a nice thought. I like it as a touch, I think.
People are still trying to learn the new ways, I reckon. And there's and it doesn't really hurt, right? So he takes some damage, but maybe the only thing that hurts him is that he might run out of rockets, but there's no real disadvantage in doing so.
Oh, he hits
good
another
there
rail.
by Hell.
Okay, that's important. That's just denied the
that's-
armor from Sturmy.
Yeah, he had to back off. Jeremy really wanted this heavy, but couldn't.
Finding a couple of resources. Got to be careful though, because there is a bull rush that could come out at
That
any
is-
moment.
I'm not sure why Hell opted to go so aggressively, because
That's just
Jeremy was stacked.
There's a drive by nothing.
Yeah, drive by nothing. He just waved his hand and hey man, hey man, do some damage please. And Jeremy did.
I think Sturmy's just realized he doesn't have rails anymore as well.
Oh yeah, 0 ammo.
I feel that ammo management is actually something that goes overlooked in this game. For some reason, felt a little bit more natural in the previous Quakes, but
Might be because there's less ammo on the map, or because people are not used to the user interface just yet, that they don't see how much ammo they have. But I've definitely seen a lot of top players struggle with it. I think I saw Cypher and even Rafa struggle with it too. They just don't realize that they're out of ammo, and suddenly they're trying to hit a shot, and oops, no ammo.
it's important to control that. Look, here comes the rush, but he wants to go for the health instead. Hell is trying to go in for some damage. Looks for real. He has found it, but the rocket from Sturmy.
Wow.
Hell
so
was
close.
hoping that there was railable health.
Yeah, Hell thought Jeremy was railable, and he opted to go for the rail, and very good escape there by Jeremy, man. I think he ended up with like 20 health. So risky move there by both players, and it paid off in the end for Sturmy.
Oh, one rail. Hell is crippled. He would love to go for another shot, but cannot justify it for now. There is the Mega. He's actually gone for the Mega. That is very, very brave. And a good read and understanding of where Sturmy is on the map to have that confidence.
No Ghost. Oh, Ghost Walk is up.
Oh,
wow.
perfect combo.
Rocket to real combo, and his Ghost Walk is still up. So now we're gonna see Nyx
Never
versus
give
Nyx.
up on me.
I'm gonna hang around with Sturmy a little bit longer because I just wanna missed him a little bit at the beginning of the game. Let's see how he fares up in this. And I love to see kind of the way that he looks after the rail as well.
Very well played. Very well played by Sturmy. Then he lost the last Mega Health, but he kept the timing, and he was just there in time. Very well played.
What do you think about the fact that he used the Ghost Walk in order to claim it?
Good move, because it's gonna pay off. He stole it heavy.
Wow.
And he's getting the time shards and hitting those 2 shots, and now Hell's in trouble.
Hell is getting out. I don't know if he'll be challenging for Mega right away. Sturmy's got good timing on the item.
He really shouldn't. I think Hell is just waiting at the teleporter, either to regain health or to hear the Mega Health being picked up.
And we've actually got 20 seconds. I'm looking at the timer again at this point. And of
There you
course,
go.
if no one dies.
Activated your
sudden
third
death.
eye. Jeremy's got full control of the map. He's got a good separation of the item timers. And he has his Ghost Walk up. Yeah, we're definitely going into overtime here. Sudden death.
Solid rockets over there. The Ghost Walk going to be used. He knows that that's just the bounce pad's been taken. Rocket comes out, but just a bit
great
too
drill.
late.
Zoom drill too. I'm not even sure if Hell was less than 90 health, but yeah.
Prepare to
I
fight.
was
Drill over Sturmy.
flawless there from Sturmy the way it attacked. Although, if that rocket came maybe not
Round
even half a
begins
second
in
later,
3,
then possibly
2,
that could have put Sturmy off of
1.
his shot. That's
Fight.
very small differences that can change the outcome a lot.
I think Hell might have been a little bit too obvious with his Ghost Walk. He just ran into a straight line, and he knew that Sturmy used his as well. But that's always backseat talking, backseat driver. So
The benefit of hindsight and everything as well.
I have X-ray. I have the option to see both players' screens, their health pools, and everything. So much easier for me to comment on their game. Now, good charge by Skill Bear. Oh, there you go.
The full distance went, then 150 damage done on that bull rush. Excellently delivered. Ooh, he's going to get the armor actually and be able to Ghost Walk afterwards, so we'll be able to heal up from that. But
Yeah.
Hell at a disadvantage on what could be the last round of the first map.
Yeah, I think quite a shame for Hell. He was in a good position there to challenge the third round here, but he just lost. Sudden death, and now he's on the back foot already.
Uh-oh, here it comes. We're just going to jump straight past. Sturmy misses that rail shot and is going to have to move elsewhere. The Mega's up, but again, we're getting great reads from Hell on exactly where Sturmy's going. He's reading him well.
Actually, good use of a skill bearer there, because even if
Oh, I think I lost you there, Vu. Vu, rip Vu.
my mic just went out. No, I said it was a good move of skill bearer there. Even if he missed, which he did, he still went out into the close position where Hell was unable to get him. Good move by Sturmy there.
I like the move just before that we saw from Hell as well. He got popped with the rocket a bit, jumped off the side of the wall. Not bad damage here from Hell. He's fairly weak though, has to watch out for any kind of rail. Alright, now he's not railable. He might think of being a bit more aggressive. He's looking at the teleporter exit in case Sturmy goes out. But Sturmy's trying to reap all the benefits from that blood pool. Oh, the rail! He misses the rail shot! That would have been the frag! He's trying to go for another shot. We got Mega up momentarily. He hits the rail. That's an important shot now.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's always there's a lot of health in his room. 50 health in that little hallway, and now another 25 health here. So, Bill Bear already has quite the stat.
Do you think it's worth a Ghost Walk attack though?
No, it's already too late.
Okay.
And now Sturmy using the blood pools too is very well. Good move by Sturmy. Now he's got health again, armor again, and did some damage.
It's as quick as that as the tides can turn.
Oh, very quickly.
If you're not consistently on it with that damage, then you can find yourself suffering not long after. So I'm not going to find that last rail. Mega is up, and ooh, Hell is going to Ghost Walk through it. And he's going to get position on that armor straight away, so I don't think Hell is going to be getting much. He's over there. You can't be around here.
No, he needs to get out. And he does. He needs to restart, basically. He needs to get his health back in shape. Challenge some other time.
There's still time, though, for Hell to make something happen. Just over a minute and a half. If he can get that Ghost Walk off cooldown. All the timing there for Sturmy to pull away.
And he almost got that real shot in.
So
look at it. Look at Sturmy, man. He's stacked to the brim.
so stacked.
Not much hell can do in a fight like this.
And great rails as well. He's just holding his crosshair in exactly the right position to see Hell waltz by.
Yeah, Sturmy's always great at these peak reels. He suspects where a player might move, and then he
Whoa.
reels
What
right.
the hell is Hell doing?
Hitting 3 reels in a row is what he's doing. And I guess Skill Bearer, that's not enough to kill him. And now Skill Bearer still has a lot of health.
But suddenly Sturmy's got to give back that respect. We're like, alright, I can't do anything I want on the map right now. I need to get a little bit more armor or resources around here.
Time is running out though for Hell. It's 45 seconds left, and Sturmy's just running the back.
He missed the jump to armor.
Oh no, thing that's this. But yeah, Hell needs to make a move soon.
Can you check if Hell used his Ghost Walk?
He did, but it's up in 5 seconds, so.
Okay.
Yeah, but Sturmy's just running the time here, which is fine. If you have 30 seconds left, you can run the time easily, especially as Bear. Good use of Ghost Walk, but Sturmy heard it. So now Sturmy's gonna expect him. Tries to counter it, misses, but Sturmy's gone anyway.
No LG as well.
Oh no. I think Sturmy is quite content on running away the time here.
He's going to try and follow up, though. He should be quite fast. He can't go for the armor. He's just going to be chasing with 4 seconds to go. Looking for another rail. He's going to miss that shot. It is going to be map 1 to Sturmy.
Map 1 to Sturmy, yeah. Good call for Sturmy to run away in the end. Definitely ran it well. He ran it well.
No, that was very well played by Sturmy. And I feel like the game shifted, most notably when those zoom rails came into play.
Yep.
On that round, that's where Hell was less in control of the series. I say the series. The series of the map, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, just like we watched in our earlier matches, Hell could still come back. Garpy did it, and he gets the benefit of choosing the map right now. Not sure what his favorite map is going to be.
What do you think we're going to be seeing between them? Do you have no uncertain at the moment?
Honestly, I have no idea. Hell, he's no stranger to the railgun, as you saw in the last games, and he is a stranger to the lightning gun. So I would be very surprised to see Corrupted Keep. So it's probably going to be Blood Covenant or Runes of Starnath.
See if I can find who's the captain of this lobby. It is Hell, and it looks like we're going to be going over to Blood Covenant. Well, we'll see in just a moment. I do feel that Hell is playing better than we saw in the last qualifier. I think he's hitting more important shots. He's better on the timing. He's looking more confident. So we could see a good game going into Blood Covenant.
Yeah, Blood Covenant for Hell. Thermi is no stranger to this map too, though. So
absolutely,
both players have tons of experience on this particular level, and see a very real heavy game here.
Yeah, so I think we're moving into the champion selection. So let's see how it's going. The lobby has changed direction, so I'm going to have to change the scores around. Producer Zoot in the house. And we've got Clutch coming in for Sturmy. He's going to have the Ranger of the Nyx as the staple picks. And what's going to be the wild card for Hell? He's looking at Clutch and he's like, oh god, this is making me think. He's going for the BJ.
Okay, so Ranger, Nyx, Blaskovich versus Ranger, Nyx, and Clutch.
You gonna call a winner on this one, or are you not brave enough?
I am not brave enough. I'm very bad at predicting stuff. That's why I never bet.
It's usually the case for me that whatever I predict is opposite of what happens.
So you predicted yourself to win last week?
This is funny.
I'll stop.
No, I've just got a bad track record of knowing what the hell's going on, so it's just better that I don't predict anything. We're going to be getting in the game in about 25 seconds, guys. I wonder if what chat... I'm trying to glance at chat from time to time. I'm wondering what you guys are predicting in this. I'm just happy that we've got a Brit that's qualified to the regionals. We've got a chance for a second Brit to qualify to the regionals as well. So, UK gaming, man, is back.
UK gaming on the rise, and you have Bus Driver X qualifying for Sacrifice as well.
Hell yeah.
Alongside Hell and Garpy, so UK gaming is definitely big force in the Quake Champions. We see Sturmy picking Clutch right away. I'm actually surprised to see that. I thought he was going to go with Nyx there.
He's not been first picking Nyx. It was Scale Bearer last time, wasn't it?
Just like in Blood Run, he picked Scale Bearer, and now he's picked the heavy champion once again.
Rail for a rail.
Yeah, I've never. Sturmy with Clutch could be very dangerous, especially playing real heavy game.
I wonder what his movement's going to be like as well. We've seen some good Clutch movement and some questionable Clutch movement. Or two rails. He's a little bit slow getting that shield on. He's trying to go close as well. Dirorb is well used. LG coming out, but two health left.
Wow, that's so unlucky for Hell. And now Sturmy has enough time to stack back up to full.
Yeah, and getting that armor on top of that. Hell is just zipping by.
I'm not too impressed with Sturmy's Clutch movement, actually. He's just dodging. He's not really jump dodging it. Maybe he hasn't had much experience with him yet, but...
He's using a bit of the sidestepping.
Yeah.
But it's light touches.
Damaged rocket. Now Sturmy collects himself and goes for this Mega, and then he's gonna be stacked. That real doesn't really matter. Still has a lot of health. Max health, actually.
That armor, though, is trickling down a little bit. Maybe something to... Well, I think going to be a focus for Sturmy as he's going over to another small armor around the map. We've got 5 seconds until the large armor, and Sturmy is... I don't know, I don't dislike his movement too much.
Yeah, it's alright. It's the scary part about Clutch is his shield and a rocket launcher in your face. And Sturmy loves playing this game. Just peek distant railing. But usually against Nyx, you're hitting less than you would hit against Clutch, as you can see right there.
That's really well played by Hell. The amount of damage that he's got off, and he's forced the shield away, which can't be used aggressively. He might be looking for a way into this fight. Did he just... I don't know if he just used his Ghost Walk to get close.
He did. Yeah, he did.
11 health remaining. Is he going to be able to clutch a shot over here? No pun intended. Can't avoid using that word. God damn it.
Yeah, he can't really use his Ghost Walk right now, but I think he's got about 15 seconds left for his Ghost Walk to be ready, but Clutch has already got back his health and armor, so I take back what I said earlier about Sturmy not using Clutch well. He's using it very well right now, zipping through the map. Jump very well. He's played UT too at a high level, I think, so he's no stranger to dodge movement.
Yeah, I think he's definitely looking alright with it. Makes it look smoother than a fair few clutches that I've seen being played, to be fair to him. I think what Hell was doing earlier when he did go for this sort of aggressive Ghost Walk, I don't like, you know, and of course, maybe it's silly of me to try and teach, but hold on, we're going to go into a move. He has just used Ghost Walk though, and Sturmy can see everything. He's going to climb up. The rockets missed. That should have been a frag for Sturmy.
Yeah, but that was some good. The rocket did some damage. I think it did about 30 damage, and then Hell used some good LG to fend off Sturmy there. Now I think Hell is in big trouble. Is he railable? No, he's not railable. He's
Not
this
quite.
armor. They're both going for it. Oh
Whoa.
no, that's risky.
Very, very aggressive move. I want to say about Nyx that I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of using the Nyx move aggressively unless you have some kind of eyes on your opponent.
Yeah, and at least you have a way to get out of the situation.
1 minute warning.
Fairly risky.
Blaskovitz down at the bottom. He's going to struggle to get up there though. Sturmy can just hold position. Try and land some rails. Oh, 53 health. Sturmy, there's no need for you to stick around. He just saw him. A couple of pixels. I'm going to move it over to Hell.
Yeah, he doesn't really need to go attack though. Sturmy. Oh, used the cooldown did Hell, and he didn't even see. So that was a wasted cooldown. Now he's got 30 seconds left in order to tie this around, but I don't see it happening.
He's got to pop that shit. He's right below him. Does he know where he is?
Nope. But this round surely is going to Sturmy.
Yeah, there's just too much, too little time left. 10 seconds to go. You've got a clutch that's basically 200 at this point. And I think Hell's looking...
Sturmy knows he's won.
Yeah, he's just rushing now. He's like, I got a shield. I want to just get the next kill anyway, just to make it sink deeper.
Prepare to fight.
1-0 up for Sturmy. This is troubling news for Hell. Let's see
3, 2,
where we're going to be on round 2.
round
I am
2.
with Hell on Ranger pick again. Likes to get that early pick.
Uh-oh.
Interesting move.
Sturmy's MG is just brutal.
What? We're going for the pummel games over here. I'll switch over.
As Clutch, man, you can't really lose a pummel game because you got so much health.
That's very true. And Clutch used to be quite vulnerable to pummel because you could pummel through the shield, but that's not possible anymore.
Oh, okay, I didn't even know that, but yeah. Honestly, I've never played Clutch before his buff. Played him once, I thought he was slow. I thought, nope, I like fast characters, so I picked Anarchy more.
I liked running with him because you can gain speed just by walking forward and then doing bridge to rail jump. I thought it's quite enjoyable.
Oh,
That shield down. Yeah,
oh, he missed the real jump. Oh, he's in trouble now. Oh no. Hell can definitely go in aggressive here. Yeah, and he does. He does a rocket jump, and Sturmy's in trouble. Ghost Walk used very well by Hell. I think he's gonna get a kill here. Yeah,
wow.
Very nicely done by Hell. Sturmy made a bunch of mistakes. He missed the real jump. Then he was out in the open without a shield, and Nyx moved in very aggressively.
I think the rocket jump was really nice to cut off because if for some reason Clutch did survive, he could get maybe some hourglasses to get that shield back.
Yeah. So now it's back to 1-all. Oh, good prediction rocket there by Hell.
Now that didn't do a lot of damage, but that tells Hell something about what Sturmy's trying to do on the map.
Yeah, he hears a little beep, and he knows where he is at the map. Yeah, Sturmy does have a real though, and Sturmy's got a good stack, 100 health, 75 armor. But Hell, however, has full control.
Spotted him again. Ghost walk up. I think we've got abilities up for everyone at the moment.
Yep.
Oh, he knows he's there. I love that little jump that you do on the side to get that information. He's going to find him once more. Cannot hit a rail. Sturmy double backing, but that's a perfect read from Hell. Drop down. Rocket not quite going to hit. I think there was a die orb used to throw him up earlier, and I'm not sure if Hell read that. Whoa!
52. Sturmy must be low.
75 health approximately, I think. And I think Hell still has a good idea where he is, but he wants to get that advantage at some point soon. He doesn't want to let Sturmy stack up beyond what is his normal cap on health and armor.
Oh!
No way! And Hell's got to be telling himself, why the hell didn't I use my Ghost Walk? That is a kick in the teeth.
That's so unfortunate, because I think Hell is doing really well suddenly, and then he gets a slap in the face by that dire orb.
Now it's recuperating yourself here and not feeling bad after that happens. The armor's going up, but Hell knows he can't really challenge for it. But I like the fact it's a reserve plate. I think a lot of people would get very themotional in this instance, and they'll just rush it.
I think Hell is pretty pissed off right now.
Yeah. I'm actually impressed at Hell for the self-control that we're seeing from him at the moment. He's going to go and get in the rail.
Yeah, I thought he would rage a little bit more, but yeah, he's composed himself well, and he's got a decent stack to work with here. Sturmy, however, he's got both items, I think.
But you know what? When you're rocking the BJ, many things can happen. So we get a little bit of damage out. Respect the rockets a bit. Seen the rail. He is still railable, I think. One rail. If Sturmy keeps missing, yeah, it's see you later time.
Yeah, good call by Sturmy. You get rail once, and you just gotta go away. Uh-oh, Sturmy's in trouble now. BJ, nope.
Ooh.
Wow, good move by Sturmy there to get out.
Holy crap.
He used his dire. I didn't even see his dire orb.
No, nor did I. What the? That was impressive. I'm not
Yeah.
sure how he did that. Did he fire it from the rockets or something? He can't have done that.
I'm not sure how that happened.
Wow.
Ooh, wow. That rail by Hell is. So
Got to zoom on here. Oh, he spotted him for a second, and Sturmy would have been railable. The armor is up. We've got 45 seconds. I've got to watch out for the die roll. He's right in front of you, but he gets the kill. Sturmy over aggressive.
Sturmy over aggressive. There was no need that Sturmy just really wanted that item, but there was not really any. He didn't need to. Like if Hell would have gotten it, then Sturmy would have just been fine because he was still up a champion, and he only had 30 seconds remaining. So now we see a tied game, both down to their remaining champions.
Rail for a rail. It's going to benefit Hell a little bit more, having the larger stack. Oh, he's railed once more. The armor's up. Hell. Again, it's going to be a little bit paranoid. Where Sturmy's coming from? He gets the armor just in time and lands the shot. That is 3-2 on the second round, and that is tied up by Hell. Some clutch plays that we just saw at the end.
But yeah, was Hell down to his last champion?
Yep.
Before Sturmy still had 2 remaining or 3 remaining, or was it?
So Hell was on his last champion. So that fight at the armor beforehand, that was if Hell died there, he was out. And it would have been...
I meant that Sturmy got 2 kills before Hell got 1, but I'm not really not really mad now. Hell tied up the game, and back to clutch versus Ranger.
Or railable. There's a health bubble next to him, but what's the safest option to go to? Got the dire orb. Let's work out which item will I be safe to get at, and with the speed on clutch, you don't even know if it's going to be either of them at this stage.
Yeah, clutch can be anywhere at the same time, and he can clone himself to be at both items at the same time. He's not that powerful.
Yeah, please note, guys, small print, he can't do that.
Aggressive move there by Sturmy, and Hell, I'm not sure what he tried to do with his dire orb. I think he tried to use it to teleport onto Sturmy, but he should have just used it to get out of the way.
This is actually
Sturmy's gonna hear this. Yeah, Sturmy heard that. You can hear Nyx going up to a jump pad, so.
Oh, I think it almost would have been better if Hell didn't go up the bounce pad, because he still actually had a fair amount of health left.
Yeah. Hell, man.
He's keeping position, though, on the armor so that he can take the resources. There's one saving grace for him, but he is 1 versus 3. One rail. Looking for another. He's popped.
Sturmy already has a shield. I thought Sturmy wouldn't have a shield ready.
Well, he thinks the armor's up. This is a great situation. Then he's going to land the rails. Big mistake from Sturmy.
His timing was off big time. Big time, man. The heavy wasn't even going to spawn for another 15 seconds.
Yeah, I guess he didn't realize that it was already taken by Hell or the LG coming in. The Ghost Walk Goose. He heard him go up the bounce pad. He's right next to him.
Tense. This is tense, because if Hell dies here, then match point Sturmy.
And yet again, Sturmy hasn't, because I would assume beforehand Sturmy didn't know when the armor was taken. And this time he didn't hear the armor get taken. So this is a small little, like, information win for Hell, knowing when that's going.
I'm so amazed that Hell just doesn't pick up the LG. Weird.
10,
It is very strange. He's obviously got some good confidence with the other weapons.
Right. Yeah, good use of Ghost Walker there. But Nyx doesn't have a real gun, does she?
I don't think so. He's got his eyes honed in on that. And this is good information. I think Sturmy will now know. Oh, that was just about missing. Finds the shot afterwards, though. He's going to follow in. He's not got the... He hasn't got the goddamn LG.
Oh, wow.
That was...
He tried... Yeah, exactly, man. You gotta have that LG in these kinds of situations. I'm actually surprised Hell survived that, because I thought surely he's gonna die there missing that real shot, but Sturmy missed his rockets.
That was so close.
Once again, both champions, both players down to the remaining champions.
Oh, that cheeky rocket damage from Hell.
Yeah, that was big.
impressive.
Oh, he's so weak. Sturmy.
5 health. Now he's picking up health though, so
I think he
he's
just
still
heard
available.
the health bubble getting taken as well.
Now he hears the armor.
It's got to be a kill. He's going to get it done. Tracks him perfectly with the sound cues. And Hell has got a round advantage over Sturmy. It's possible that we could go to a third map. We're obviously nowhere near that stage at the moment.
Round begins.
Oh yeah,
That's the
you can never
direction we're
look too
going.
far ahead.
3,
Never look too
2,
far ahead in this game. It's
1.
always
Fight.
the next round. Don't look much farther ahead, because anything can happen in this round, and still
One
a very
round at a
long
time.
battle until one round at a time.
Yeah, and that's one thing. The amount of failures you can have in a game just because you get cocky because you're a couple of rounds up as well.
Yeah.
I feel like one single mistake. It doesn't matter which champion. If it's your first champion or your third, it can cost you a game if you make a mistake.
Hell really wants that railgun, but Sturmy denied it well. Now Hell actually has an LG.
So yeah, I was gonna say we can formally congratulate him for doing that.
Now,
He's got it loads of times, in fact. I mean, he can't get enough LG right now. His LG's obviously ammunition is capped ages ago, but it's the other weapons he's struggling with.
Yeah, Sturmy is hiding, is defending the area well. No rockets, no real for Hell, and Sturmy is just content and protecting bridge. And we're in the same situation as we were 30 seconds ago, is where Sturmy is trying to deny Hell that real, and he's doing so very well.
There's no reason for Hell to get impatient though, because
Hell has a dire orb, so could just have dire orbs through the rockets, but he chose to real, and now good real there by Hell, and Hell needs to go for the armor, I think. Pressuring, I think he's gonna do that right now. He knows that the armor is up. He knows that Sturmy left it in order to go for that mega. And now it's a fight for the rocket. Hell doesn't have an RL, and that's really what you want.
So I mean, a lot of people are wondering like, why won't you go pick up these weapons and things like that? I mean, it's because the other player is consciously making that effort to deny those parts of the map.
Yeah, it's not like Hell really wants an RL, but Sturmy's just defending that area. Like, you cannot go in a close combat situation against Clutch. So Clutch just staying around that rocket launcher, make sure that Hell doesn't.
That's how good these players are. It's not just I can use my ability better than you, I can shoot better than you, I can control the map better than you. His dire orb doesn't go through the shield. He's going to try and get the 7s out now. He actually manages to get the frag in time. I don't think Sturmy's rockets just proved ineffective after a period.
Sturmy kept missing for some reason. I'm not really sure why that happened, but yeah, Sturmy's rockets were a little bit too much. And Sturmy goes aggressively with Nyx with the Ghost Walk, and now who knows where she is.
Whoa,
oh, wow.
what a
shot.
read as well.
What a real. Sturmy just too aggressive. He gets a great spawn though. But,
he's landing shots right now.
No weapons for Sturmy. Oh, he gets a shotgun. That's still a weapon you gotta watch out for.
Yeah, you don't want to get too close to that. And I think Sturmy he just dire rolled up to the rail.
Yeah, and Hell knows. Hell heard it.
Ooh, cheeky.
Cheeky railing by Sturmy there.
Yeah, loving the rails that we're seeing from him. He gets onto the Maker just in time. He was railable for a fraction of a second. He can't hit the extra shots, and he's railable. Ugh. Oh, he's hit one more, but he can't get the dire orb out in time.
That would have been
Clearly, I should
a
have
dire orb.
trained
Would have
more.
been
Would have been perfection there. I'm going to switch
Seven-
over to
seven
Sturmy,
out.
actually. Yeah, that armor's long gone. There are other resources
so
you can
close.
take.
That was so close. 7 health for Sturmy there. He just got out in time.
Well, what Hell's got to realize is he's still got an advantage in this. There's a minute and a half, so you can't really go, right, I'm going to just hide for the whole time. As you said before, you kind of got to play your normal game, but when's the point in which you can slow it down?
Uh-oh, Sturmy's in big trouble here. Big trouble.
Hell actually went for the fight, though. He didn't need to do that.
Stay down this time.
I thought Sturmy would definitely die there. He managed to escape with less than 25 health again. So close, so close. Hell must be kicking himself in the teeth. Because,
Do you think that was worth doing, though?
I think it was because
You end the game then, I guess.
well, the thing
but-
is, if you had a double kill, you would end the game. But if I would have done the same thing as Hell, yeah, it backfired a little. Now he's not doing too poorly though. Still got a good stack, some good weapons, and now
Whoa.
who's lagging there? Was it me?
I think it may have been Sturmy a little bit. We've got some machine gun damage coming out. 10 health, but he is going to get the rail at the end, which is going to tie up the rounds.
That's crazy. Sturmy escaped with 25
Prepare
health
to
each
fight.
encounter. I don't want to say that was lucky. But, wow, that's crazy.
I think Hell, as you said
That was
before,
so close.
he is gonna kick himself because he didn't need to
Yeah.
make the aggressive moves.
No,
I mean-
now it's match point and set point again. Yeah.
It is a relief when you do get that last kill and you've won the round and you want that to happen, but it's a risk at the same time.
You think Hell's gonna tilt right now?
Maybe a little bit, but he can't. He's still so close to setting us to a third map. We've got to see composure from him at the moment. I think Sturmy is kind of just almost emotionless at this stage. I think he's just almost like another day in the office. He's trying to get business done.
Yeah. I mean, Sturmy just must be thrilled that he came down. He came back from 2 champions down.
Yeah,
Both of these guys are just bothing their shots.
yeah.
Oh.
They're both playing crazy good.
Missed the easiest shot. Shame.
And that shield's going to be up. And the tension, though, on this round.
Oh yeah, both players know that whoever wins this round is the winner map. Thus, either the match or take it into a third round or a third map.
Yeah, Sturmy would love to close it off right now as well. He's obviously qualified for Sacrifice. And he did that on the first week, I believe.
Yeah, he
And
did.
getting the job done in Duel right now. We'll definitely set him up for a bit of boot camping. He has found him. He's got eyes on him, but it's a good rocket, though, from Hell.
Great rocket, man.
100, 100. We've got health and armor-wise for Hell. Coming in, though. Oh, a little bit of damage was done, and actually, Hell, up until that rocket, had done a good job of avoiding damage. Who's winning the race over? I think it was... No!
Wow, what just happened there? Sturby just...
You need to pick it up.
That was hilarious. Sturby just went too fast for clutch, and he got
Was it a little rocket kind of propelled him a bit?
rocketed out of the map. Yeah. Great for Hell, not so good for Sturmy. And now Sturmy in trouble. No. Uses Ghost Walk to get out.
Did he use his Ghost Walk?
Yeah, he did, definitely.
Okay. Oh, amazing rail. He's got to try and follow this up at the moment. The armor is up. Oh, the rocket, just enough splash damage. Sturmy was so weak. But, you know, there's no... If you're cheering for Hell at the moment, it's not a done game. We saw what happened last time. 2 champions up.
Yep.
And he fluffed it.
Lost it anyway. Now he has 2 minutes to retain this lead in this round. And something tells me that this time he is going to get it done. But I could be wrong.
You confident in that?
I'm not a betting man, so...
Yeah. Hey, don't put money on the line, but I think if you know Hal well, do you think he's going to be looking at this round and going, actually, I'm going to play this differently to last time?
I hope he does, but uh-oh. Sturmy saw that.
Oh, he's railable, and he hasn't got rails himself. I think maybe he's just
Nope.
figured that out as well.
One more time, he tried to get a shot. Did you see that? He tried to get a shot with a railgun, and it clicked, and it didn't fire because he had no real ammo. Once again,
Fortunately for
getting
him, he didn't take damage as well, but
yeah, that was close. A minute and a half left for Hell, and I think he's playing the running game, which I think is fair game. He uh-oh, this is dangerous though. Yeah, good move by not going for that, because if he would have went, he surely would have died.
that was so damn close. Health pool. He's exactly railable, but there's health bubbles scattered in quite a few locations on this map. So he's not far away from safety.
Sturmy used his dire orb to get to the rockets. It was a good move by Sturmy, but Hell read it well. And
oh, got dire orb. He can't get it out in time. Sturmy trying to make that comeback happen once more. Now we've got
50
Nyx.
seconds. Nyx versus Ranger. Drilled. Hell in big trouble here.
He doesn't want to use his Ghost Walk yet.
No,
It's
good
way
call.
too soon.
Good call, because right now he's still not. With Nyx, you just gotta avoid being railable.
Sturmy is landing some great shots though. And Hell is going to run out of resources on the map to find. He needs to make sure he doesn't lock himself up into a bad spot. Ghost Walk used in time. What? Was he using it aggressively for a moment? I don't think he figured where he wanted to go with it. He's missing the rails. This is going to be a tied game. It's going to be BJ versus Ranger in the end.
Good spawn for Hell, though. He spawns at the heavy armor, which is best he could have hoped for.
Yeah.
Wonder if he's going to go aggressively, because he's got the stack. I don't think he will. Sturmy's up there with an LG and a rocket and a rill. Oh, Hell finds a rill. Sturmy might not be aware that Hell is a railgun right now.
Sudden death.
Also, Sturmy does not really want to push aggressively here, because VJ has his cooldown.
It's a battle of nerves right now. We've got one rail for Sturmy. It's a one rail each at this point. And we have got Hell, who is going to get that armor, and he's going to retain the armor as well. So no rail is going to be destroying some of that, and absorption coming into play and so on.
I cannot believe we're at this point again, where Hell was up 2 champions. He whiffs it, and now he's in trouble. He's, yeah, he had a chance again to close this game out, and he opted to go a little bit too aggressively, and it backfired, and now he's playing the sudden death game. Whoever gets the next kill is
It's very decisive.
map.
And in Sturmy's case, that's winning the match and qualifying.
Big things on the line here.
Again, for me, and I'm sure some people in chat, UK Gaming definitely got our hearts a little bit in hell, so I'm sorry, Sturmy. I know I'm meant to be a prime representation of professionalism, but
Wow, that was so close.
give us the third map.
That was a crazy situation there. If Sturmy would have gone on that jump pad, I think Hell could have dished out some good damage. Sturmy would have gotten away because he had a dire orb up, but luckily for Sturmy, he saw Hell at the right time.
I don't think Sturmy knows he's got no rails. He still hasn't tried to shoot it, and now he realizes.
I'm on Hell, so I didn't see that happen. But yeah, now he realized.
He was switching to the rail a lot and zooming in, but not really trying to shoot, just scanning. And after a while, when he saw Hell, then it was crunch time.
First thing Sturmy's going to do is go for that rill, and I guarantee you that Hell has absolutely no idea that Sturmy does not have real ammo. So Hell still thinks that Sturmy's trying to peek in rails when in actuality he can't.
Ooh. Do you think, though, at some point he's going to figure it out because he's not being railed by him?
Well, now he does.
Well, it's too late.
Actually, the same thing happened when I played you. I ran out of rockets a ton of times on Ruined Basarnath. And I didn't realize it until I was in a close combat fight, and suddenly I'm out of rockets. So you definitely need a third eye to keep track of the amount of ammo you have.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, certainly very important. And it kind of adds into that kind of map control element, where you need to be giving yourself that freedom to move to keep topping up your ammunition.
Sturmy trying to peek in that rail.
A lot of respect being given between these two players at the moment. I do like that.
Both players are very nervous, I think.
But it's the good kind of nerves. It's the nerves that the reason they like to compete.
Yeah, and why they're at the top stage of the game. Ooh, a 1 damage rocket.
So fine, this could be dangerous. He pulls his crosshair away just before something could have happened. Armor up in 5 seconds. Dropping now would be dangerous. He's going to go for it. He wants that armor. And he lands a shot himself. That is a very difficult shot to land.
Problem with Ranger is that he cannot go into a close combat fight with BJ because BJ has his dual wield up, and Hell only use it when he's surely getting a kill. So
You know, I feel sorry for Hell's desk if a dire orb kills is what ends this. He's going to go in for this, actually. Very aggressive move. 77 health with the LG. And Hell, sorry, Sturmy is forced to go back. We've got 5 seconds till armor.
he missed the timing. Hell might be too late here.
Oh, he's just spotted. No, there's a rail.
Yeah,
and he's
this is
vulnerable.
definitely a kill. No, he's raidable.
Oh, my
Hell,
god.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
If he landed that shot, that was it. We were going into another map, but he couldn't hit it. He's trying to find a rail himself again. We've got rockets coming out. Defensive moves. Sturmy is going to miss his shot. Hell is so critically wounded. He's found the armor. This is bad news for Hell. He's got to hit some more damage, but he can't do it. And Sturmy is going to qualify to the regionals.
Yeah, congratulations to Sturmy. Hell this close twice to getting that map win, but
Whoa.
Sturmy just pulled off some great comebacks there.
And you know what? That one, if he didn't miss that rail.
If he didn't miss. If then else.
The magic word, right?
The magic word, yeah. I surprised that Hell didn't use his rocket, his dual wield ability there in the last fight, because
It's
he had
true.
it up for the. He didn't use it for the last like 2 or 3 minutes of the game. I thought he was going to use it at the clutch moment, but there he just opted not to use it, and then he paid the heavy price.
Very heavy price, but you know, hopefully we'll see Hell in some more qualifiers because he's been really active. So I'm sure he's going to keep having a go at it. He's been round of 16 twice in a row. I will not be surprised if it's going to be a 3rd time in a row as well, guys.
Yeah, just like Ince got to round of 16 twice.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Sure to see him again. I couldn't imagine otherwise. We're going to take a very quick break, guys. In about 5 minutes, we're going to come back and we're going to see Base versus Memphis to see in the 5th game of the day, I believe, to see who's going to be qualifying to the regionals and who, again, is going to be knocked out, well, to where Hell is, basically. So, guys, see you in just a moment.